Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a little project to be able to turn off the pedestrian warning system in the front when I want to. Some people have been just unplugging the speaker, which is down here in the driver's side bottom. I'm afraid there's some liability issues with that, so I don't want to do that, but I'm going to attempt to wire in GM's auxiliary switches and be able to turn it off when I want to. So that includes buying a kit from GM to run the auxiliary switches and power. And it can run other things like lights, fog lights, off-road lights, winches, other things. But this is really minor load for that. But be able to switch off the pedestrian warning with an aux switch. This kit's like $300, so it's not a cheap solution, but it gives me options for other things later to add on. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what I have for that and let folks see that. So here's the auxiliary switches accessory you can buy from GM. It was not available on Chevrolet, so I bought this from GMC. I am hoping it works. It looks like it'll fit. I've watched a video and it looks almost exactly the same as the Hummer EV video I saw on installing this. So it comes with this unit, which has fuses, and you can wire in different auxiliary switches up to 6, and then it comes with some accessory items, bolt screws, tie wraps, those kind of things. So that'll allow you to run auxiliary switches and power things through that. The other thing I'm getting is this is automotive relay. It's a 30 40 amp relay. So it's got 5 pigtails coming out of it. So I'm gonna wire the pedestrian warning front speaker through this 87 relay. And I got 5 of those for $25 off of Amazon. Here's the instructions that go with that. And you can see here that it's got different examples of how you can hook it up, if I get it right. And 5 wires have this 87A contact, which is normally closed contact, which is what I'm going to use, so that when it's not energized, the speaker works. When I energize the auxiliary switch, I want it to open the contact and disable the speaker. So I'll show you how that's wired, but that's the general scope of work here. So I'll show you as this goes. All right, I tried to do a basic diagram showing how I'm going to hook this up, but this is a 5-pin auto relay. It is a single pole double throw. So this is the coil. You hook up voltage to the coil, it moves the contact. So, 85 is going to be the ground, 86 is going to go to the auxiliary switch in the truck, which is positive DC when it's turned on. Over here on the relay contact side, the 30 is the common. I'm going to put it to ground, so I'm going to switch the ground. And 87A is normally closed, 87 is normally open, so when it's de-energized, 87A is closed, and I'm going to hook that to the speaker's ground wire. And when I energize this coil, it'll open this contact, thus disabling the speaker. I'll go over here, I'm not going to hook anything to 87, and it's going to work that way. So first step, I'm going to hook 30 and 85 together and take them both to ground in the truck, and we'll get started. Okay, I wanted to show what's installation here. This GMC part is fitting. So here's the box right here, one single bolt holding it in. Again, very similar to the GMC Hummer EV install. The GMC Hummer attachment control cable attached up here. The Silverado is down here, This connection is where it plugged into. It reached easily. So all these parts on this fuse block, top of the battery, fit. Here's the bus bar, 60 amp fuse. It did come with a 200 amp fuse. So I can add a 200 amp accessory like a winch or something if ever needed. So it's all there. The only thing I got left to do is run this cable in here and connect it to this terminal right here and tighten everything down. And did not come with relays or fuses, so I guess there's another part number for that. I'll have to look for that. Okay, here's inside the wheel well of driver's side front wheel. This little plug right here is the plug to the little speaker. Has two wires, a purple and a white green wire coming out of it. I did plug a voltmeter into those, and they have AC signal, so it's just speaker wire. I thought it would be DC switching, but it's just like speaker signals coming through speaker wire to the speaker. So it's just a really simple speaker down here. You can unplug that and disable it. I pulled the wires out of this plastic tubing here. I've got two wires running down from the top to the relay that I've cut the purple wire and going to feed it through the relay. The other one accidentally got cut. Had to cut it to get that strong Teflon tape on there. Pretty hard to get off the wires, actually. But anyway, I got the third splice in there for that. But these wires are running up to the top of the front area, and going to run them through the automotive relay. So I wanted guys to see this. Here is the front of the speaker. Again, just bottom driver's side over as far close to the wheel as you can get. There's a speaker right there. That's where the pedestrian speaker is. All right, here's a look at the relay over here, hooked up final. So here's the ground wire plugged in. Going to one lead, there's 4 wires hooked up. Here's the relay right here. One wire is going around to the aux output. Haven't got that hooked up yet. The other 2 are going down speaker wires that drop down to the speaker. I cut the wire, showed you that on the other video. So this is complete. Just have it mounted with loose but kind of trim plug you'd stick in. So once I get the pin for this, we will plug it in, crimp it on the end of the wire here, plug it in, be able to turn it off, on and off from inside. Okay, here's the final hookup. This white wire here going in. I put a little RTV on the end of it, but the pin just slid in just like the video for the Hummer, and snap the plug in, so it's ready to go. I'll demonstrate. All right, here's a slight update with this being just speaker wire. So this purple wire, I just broke it and took it through the contacts, so it's not DC switched, it's just speaker wire. Okay, Nick's gonna help me demonstrate the pedestrian warning, being able to turn it off and back on. So Nick, go ahead and put the truck in drive. So now you can hear the pedestrian warning system coming from right here. And we're gonna hit the aux switch inside. So click on the lower left corner of the screen right there.
Yes, sir.
And then hit controls, and more controls, and aux switches. And then click on the wheelchair. No, that's how you change it. And So the pedestrian warning system just went off. We're still in drive. So click on it again, Nick.
Yes, sir.
All right, then turn it off. So you now have the ability to turn the pedestrian warning system off and on with the aux switch number 1, and just wanted to show how that works.